So something is happening right now that could go one of two ways. This could either be really good for the United States and the rest of the world, or this could go horribly wrong. And according to many experts, they say this could end badly. Now, I'm going to address what is going on, how the United States has already been warned on this, and why they're taking this warning and pretty much throwing it aside because there's another goal that they're trying to achieve. I will address what that goal is and how this could potentially pull the United States and the American people into a war that we really shouldn't be in. So, make sure you stick around for this entire video. All I ask is one thing, takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So the United States and the Biden administration have made it a point to protect people in the Middle East. And one of the things that we are starting to see is that the United States and US troops are being attacked. But here's something that is just now starting. Iran-backed forces are widening their attacks on commercial shipping. This is turning into a problem, and experts around the world are saying this is pulling in the United States and many other countries who have now created a little bit of a security force to go up and down the Red Sea. Now, I will address more on that in just a moment, but I want to show you this because this is what experts are concerned with. Shipping firm Maersk says it's preparing for resumption of Red Sea voyages after attacks from Yemen. Now, this is one of the largest shipping companies in the entire world, and they have halted all shipments for over a week. But, and here's the concern, they are saying they are not as worried anymore because there is now a group of countries that is going to sail the Red Sea and ensure that ships can get through there without any problems. Well, this could be a major issue. I want to read some of this article. This is from Politico. Let me just show you what it says. It says right here, shipping firm Maersk says that it's preparing to allow vessels to resume sailing through the Red Sea. Houthi attacks have led to a major disruption of shipping through the Suez Canal and the Red Sea, one of the most important arteries for trade in oil, natural gas, grain, and consumer goods between Europe and Asia. Now, just the Red Sea alone accounts for about 12% of global trade. 12%. That is a huge, huge amount. So that right there is one of the reasons why shipping companies cannot take the longer route and go around Africa. It just doesn't make sense. And one of the other reasons why it doesn't make sense is because it's not working. Because major shipping firms, they have started to impose surcharges to reroute ships from the Red Sea attacks, just as inflation is starting to stabilize. I told you this a few days ago, that we are seeing a lot of upward pressure on inflation because of the attacks going on in the Red Sea, because of shipments coming through just here in the United States, coming through Mexico and into the U.S. There's a lot of problems going on. Even ships trying to get into the ports and be offloaded. It's taking too long. It's a little bit of a problem. Let's get back to that article. It says that Maersk said in a statement, "We have received confirmation that the previously announced multinational security initiative, Operation Prosperity Guardian, has now been set up and deployed to allow maritime commerce to pass through the Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, and once again return to using the Suez Canal as a gateway between Asia and Europe." The company said it's working on plans for the first vessel to make the journey and for this to happen as soon as operationally possible. That's what they said. Now, here's the concern. And this is why experts say the United States has already been warned. They've been warned by Iran. Do not get into the middle of this. Do not attack Yemen. Do not attack the Houthis. Do not attack Hamas. Do not attack Hezbollah. Do not attack Iran. Don't attack anybody. Stay out of the Middle East. You have no business being here. That's what Iran has told the United States multiple times. The United States is one of the countries that pretty much set up Operation Prosperity Guardian. And if what we see is the Houthis continue to attack these ships, which they're supposed to only attack ships that were going to and from Israel. But what we've seen is that's not the case. They're attacking every single ship going through the Red Sea. And just over the past couple of days, okay, let me show you this. On Saturday, today's Monday, so on Saturday, U.S. warships shot down 4 incoming drones originating from Houthi-controlled areas, and a Norwegian-flagged chemicals and oil tanker reported a near miss of an attack while an Indian flagger tanker was hit. However, there was no injuries that were reported. So over the past about 2 to 3 weeks, we have seen 15 different attacks. 15 ships have been part of these attacks. And that's what's concerning, is that as of right now, the United States and all the countries that are part of Operation Prosperity Guardian, they are now being pulled into this. They're being sucked into this war because the war is widening. Now, what we heard from Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, about 2 weeks ago, he said that Israel only has about 2 weeks of this intense fighting, and then they will calm down. Guess what? Here's what we hear today. Benjamin Netanyahu, he visits Gaza and he vows no end to the fighting. I want to actually read you his exact statement. It says, with our heroic fighters in Gaza fighting until victory, we are expanding the fight in the coming days, and this will be a long battle, and it isn't close to finish. So he tells us 2 weeks ago that the intense fighting is going to last about 2 weeks. However, the intensity of this fighting has only increased. Now what we're seeing is people in Gaza have nowhere to go. They have nowhere else to flee. There's no safe spots in the city. There's nothing. They are struggling. Buildings are coming down on top of them. Just the other day was probably the deadliest day on record, where 70 people lost their lives. Again, this is concerning. But what's concerning to the rest of the world, not only the loss of life in Gaza, but what's concerning to the rest of the world is that right now, Iran seems to be the ones kind of pulling the strings and telling Hamas what to do, telling the Houthis what to do, telling Hezbollah what to do. And of course they are. Why wouldn't they? They're the ones that are funding these groups. But according to reports, they are the ones that are pulling the strings. If they're the ones pulling the strings and they are trying to get other countries to get into this war so that they can go and attack them, well, guess what? It's working. That's the concern, is that it is working. And this is why experts believe that this could end badly, because they are using these tricks to get other countries involved. Even though Iran has already warned the United States, guess what? We are jumping in. We're part of Operation Prosperity Guardian, and we are going to see it through. We're going to ensure that there are ships that are making it through the Red Sea, up to the Suez Canal and through without any issues. So, I don't know where things go from here. All I know is we have been warned. President Biden, he said that he is going to protect ships. He does not care what Iran says they're going to do. Again, it's just a threat, but everything starts as a threat until it escalates. So, we will see what happens moving forward, but the one thing I can promise you, I will be here every step of the way. I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. All I ask is 2 things. First, hit the like button on this video. Also, click that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and I'll see you guys on the next one.